The objective of this activity is to show that the sum of the angles which form a linear pair is 180 degree. Let's understand the concept of a linear pair. Suppose you have a straight line on which we mark a point P anywhere and then draw a ray at P like this. The ray makes an angle here which is an acute angle. Suppose this is angle 1 and an angle on the other side, that is angle 2. So the ray forms two angles on the straight line. These two angles are said to form a linear pair. And why do we call them as linear pair? It's because they lie on a straight line. And when they lie on a straight line, the word line comes in, and therefore linear. The property of a linear pair is when you measure angle 1 and measure angle 2 using a protractor and try to add these two angles, the result is you will always get 180 degree, and that is the property of a linear pair. Let's understand what is the material required to perform this activity. We require obviously geometry box for measurements, a pair of scissors for cutting work, colors, fevicol for pasting, and glaze paper. Let's perform this activity now.
So to prove that the sum of angles forming a linear pair is 180 degree, we will first take a rectangular sheet of paper and draw this figure on the paper. Here you can see we have drawn a line QR with a point O on it, and we have drawn a ray OP anywhere. You can draw it like this, or even like this. So it will form a pair of angles POR and POQ. After drawing this figure, you have to very carefully cut these two angles. So how to cut these two angles? I have already cut them out for you just to save time. Here we have the angle POQ. You can see this exactly coincides with the angle POQ. So we have cut this angle, and similarly we have cut the other angle also, that is angle POR. Here it is the angle POR. So after getting these two cutouts, now you will be using it on a white sheet of paper. So on the white sheet of paper, you will be drawing a straight line, and you know that angle on a straight line is always 180 degree. So at point O, this is a straight line angle which is 180 degree. To verify that these two angles add up to 180 degree, you have to just place this angle at O in such a way that this arm of the angle coincides with the straight line, and you will have to place the second angle adjacent to this with this arm coinciding with the straight line, and you will find that these two angles exactly fit in, and the angle formed at this point, the common vertex, is a straight line angle, and therefore the sum of these two angles which were cut from a linear pair is a straight line angle, that is 180 degree, thereby proving that the sum of angles which form a linear pair is 180 degree, or they are supplementary. And that completes our activity on linear pair.